Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Politics in Plain English. And you know that for the last few weeks I've been talking about health issues, especially with what's going on in your mouth. But I want to say something too. I am so glad, first of all, that you are subscribing to my channel and that you're getting the word out there with me, because we as a people need to know this. Now, that being said, I just want you to know that in this country, in the United States of America, the last disease that's ever been cured was polio. And that was way back in 1900s, early part of 1900s, 1920. That's the last time anything has ever been cured, because unfortunately in our health industry there is more money to be made in keeping people sick. Now, I know this because in the industry, in the medical profession, you cannot say anything cures anything. If you do, you can be liable to suit. So therefore, I would tell you that I would never tell you something that's going to cure something, but I can tell you this: there's a lot of ways to make things better. For example, when I was having the really bad problems with my teeth and what have you, I went to my dentist, and I told you before how he recommended this Theodent, and I sent off and subscribed to it, and it was okay. But let me tell you, this is what really got my teeth back to normal. This is noni juice. I paid $28 for this, and the reason why I tell you this is because my teeth, I was in such bad pain, I didn't know what to do. And nothing that I normally would take wasn't working, even the clove oil. And I remembered a few years ago when I had a bad tooth pain that I picked up some noni juice, and the noni juice killed it just like that. And that's exactly what happened this time. So there are a lot of health benefits out there that can help us, but we need to know about it, and that's why I say get the word spread. Also, since I work in Costco and I'm talking to people all the time about CoQ10, I also let them know about other health benefits that not only does CoQ10 have, but there are other things that it's good for. We know that CoQ10 is good for your blood pressure, cholesterol, your veins, arteries, and capillaries, your energy level. As a matter of fact, every cell in your body has to have CoQ10. But it also is good for your memory. Now, that being said, I cannot tell you that it cures Alzheimer's, but I can tell you what one customer told me that it did for him and his mother. His mother was in a nursing home, and she got to the place, being with dementia, she could not remember her son's name was John, and she stopped talking for 1 year. The son heard about CoQ10, and he approached the facility that she was in, because that's where he had placed her, and he convinced them, hey, would it be okay for my mom to have this? And they said sure. So they gave her just the recommended amount, the 2 teaspoons, right? But the son would sneak in with his own little bottle, his regular bottle of CoQ10, and he would fill up the little cup that he had. He did that 5 days a week for 2 months in a row, walked into his mother's room, and she said, hello, John. So her memory started coming back. So again, like I said, can't tell nobody it cures anything, but you sure can tell them it helps. Also, too, with Alzheimer's, they have found or discovered that it's like a secondary form of diabetes. So that means that the brain virtually is starving to death. The insulin is not getting to the brain. So if the brain doesn't get the insulin that it needs, it starves, and that's where you have all these bizarre behaviors. But they have discovered that coconut oil actually crosses the blood-brain barrier. So people who have had really bad Alzheimer's problems or dementia problems, they can now take some CoQ10, they can take coconut oil. All these things help improve the memory. And turmeric. Now, in India, they had been using turmeric for thousands of years, and they found that in India, very few people have Alzheimer's. And they found that turmeric actually scrubs the brain of this plaque that builds up. So can you imagine if you had an arsenal in your diet that was noni juice, CoQ10, turmeric, and coconut oil? All these things together would really help you. And also, the last thing I would say is exercise. If the older you get, it's not if you're going to exercise, but when. I would recommend everybody to exercise at least twice a week. You don't need to do more than that. And just get in there and just help your body help itself. So I hope that I have given you some information today. I will continue with the politics in plain English. I pray that you will subscribe and share, because this information needs to get out. If you don't take care of your health yourself, nobody else is going to take care of it for you. So again, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.